Now everyone knows and recognises the Ford Mustang. It's an incredibly iconic car. It's a lot of people's poster car as a kid, something you had up on your wall when you were younger. But this is something a little bit different. This is the Ford Mustang Mach 1, a car that takes the Ford Mustang and just emphasises everything the Mustang is about and takes it to the extreme. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look around this extremely limited Ford Mustang Mach 1 with several optional extras, and in fact it's the only one on Auto Trader to have it. The Ford Mustang Mach 1 specifically is more of the track-focused Mustang. The regular Mustang's still a 5-litre V8, as is the Mach 1, but the Mach 1, as we touched on, takes everything the Ford Mustang is about, adds a little bit of track spiciness to it, and you get this. What this Mach 1's also got though, on top of what the Mach 1 comes as a standard, is the handling pack. This changes the look and dynamic of the vehicle completely. Before we touch on that, we'll start with the Mach 1 look, and that is the aggressive front splitter. As you'll notice, hugs the ground massively. It gives the car a menacing, well, even more menacing look than normal, and of course it looks to be lower to the ground because it is. It's got a massive splitter to the front of it. Mach 1 styling as well, and this is unique of course to the Mach 1. Now the colour of this Mach 1 is also quite unique. This one's finished in white. Often you'll see the greys, maybe a little less exciting, but white is something you don't see as often and something we've actually never had on a Mach 1 before. We have had these in the past. Now the handling pack, the first major difference that gives you to the Mustang Mach 1 is the bird's nest alloy wheels. These, as we touched on, are completely exclusive to that optional extra. It's thousands of pounds worth, and on Auto Trader this currently is the only car with it. You'll see if you're scrolling through, it makes a massive difference to how the car looks, how aggressive it looks, as well as of course its desirability. Now the interior of the Mustang, it is, believe it or not, a 4-seater car, and to get in the car, as long as you've got the key in your pocket, it's got keyless as well. You may be mistaken for thinking the Mustang is just a purely performance car, but it has actually got a lot of creature comfort features as well, and a lot of things that you probably wouldn't expect a Ford Mustang to have. For example, it's got electronically adjustable seating, it's even got Apple CarPlay on the screen, and it's also got Bang & Olufsen speaker system, indicated by the little sticker just in the center of the dashboard there. Now, this Mustang has also got an automatic gearbox, something you might think is controversial, but actually it's not. The automatic gearboxes on the Ford Mustangs are fantastic. A lot of people often say the Mustang should be a manual, but then once they've driven the automatics, it's easy to see why this is easier to drive, easier to use, but also equally as engaging as the manual is. And yeah, as we mentioned, it's just a car you can get in, drive, and if you are in traffic, which often you can be, it's not difficult at all. The rear of the Mach 1 retains the quad tailpipes you get on a regular Ford Mustang, but the badging completely changes to show you you're driving a completely different animal. Rear spoiler is also exclusive to the Mach 1, something you would not find on a regular Mustang, and I think that looks insane. I mean, it's massive, but it certainly suits the Mach 1. It's what a Mach 1 should have. A big spoiler on a big engine car always looks cool. Now, a lot of people use these cars to, say, go on a grand tour. That's what they're really good at. You can use it every day, as we touched on. So the space you get on a Mustang is actually very, very generous. To use the key to open the boot, simply double click it. That pops the boot open and you can lift it up like so. And you might be surprised to see there's actually a very reasonable amount of space in there. Now the condition, if you can't tell from the video, is genuinely fantastic. Alloy wheels absolutely unmarked. It's sat upon, of course, the correct tyres, Michelin tyres, and they're all round in good tread health as well. Condition inside and out is fantastic. Front splitter is in very good order, often on the Mach 1s because they hug the ground. If people are uncareful, they can be scraped up. That is not the case with this car at all. We purchased the car from a private seller who was an enthusiast, as is often the case with the Mach 1s. We'll hop inside the car, detail a little more on the condition and some of the features, as well as of course the V8 sound. The interior, as we touched on, is also equally in a very impressive condition, with the seats showing very little signs of wear at all. Of course, the infotainment screen we touched on, that comes with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, but it's also got a very usable and easy to use factory system with it as well. It's not like you need Apple CarPlay to use the system. The gearbox is simply click the shift, pull it back into drive mode, and you've also got sport on there. If you wanted to, you can use the paddles. Of course, being an automatic, that is on the back of the steering wheel here, and it has just got 2 pedals rather than the 3. So the Mach 1 sounds insane, as you guys heard. That was in race mode as well, and when you're in racetrack mode, it turns traction off, opens the exhaust to be as loud as it possibly can, and you also get a warning that you shouldn't use that mode on public roads. But of course, once the vehicle's warmed up like so, it really does sound incredible. In normal mode it does as well, but it's a little more muted and it's a little easier. Say if you are on a commute and you don't want it to be noisy, then you've got that choice, which I think is really, really great. Automatic gearbox as well. Makes it a car you could, if you wanted to, use every day or just as a weekend special occasion car. It's genuinely in a fabulous condition throughout. If you would like any more information though, please contact me or the team. We'll all be more than happy to help with this stunning example of the Ford Mustang Mach 1.